All right, guys, so we're on Thursday's at-home workout today. And we have a lot of running to do. It's a running workout. We have our 45-minute clock as we have the last 2 days. From 0 to 15, you're going to be doing a warm-up. From 15 to 18, you get a little bit of a rest. And from 18 to 40, you're going to be doing your running workout with a cool down to finish. So let's go over the warm-up. We have a bunch of down and back stuff to do, not including that jog right there. And you're going to do 2 sets. So it's going to be really important for this down and back stuff that you set about a 10-meter distance. And you can mark that out if you want to. And if you didn't know, 10 meters is about 30 feet. So you can roughly pace out 30 feet to do all this stuff. But again, it's 2 sets. And to start each set, you're going to do a 200-meter jog, or roughly 200-meter jog. And then we're going to let's go over all this other down and back stuff. So I'm going to have David and Amber demonstrate. First one is going to be knee to chest. So you're just pulling your knee into your chest, trying to get a good stretch. And when you get to the end of your 10 meters, each time, I just want you to jog back. The next one's going to be the quad stretch. Walking quad stretch, trying to get your knee to point to the ground, trying to get your heel to touch your butt when you get to the end again. It's a jog back. Next will be the figure 4 stretch. So this is everybody's favorite one to do in class. Make sure you don't take too much time. It is not a stretch, it's to get your body loosened up. Okay, it's going to work on a little balance too. Again, get to the end, jog back. Then we have the straight leg kick, trying to reach up to your opposite hand. Following that, we will do a walk on the heels. And this is just to get the front of your shins warm. A lot of times when we jog, people get shin splints, and it's in these muscles right here that contribute to that. Then we're going to walk on the toes. That's to get your ankles and your your ankles and your Achilles warmed up. Next, we're going to get a little more dynamic. So we got high knees, right? Yeah, here we go, David. And you're going to jog back when you get to the end, followed by butt kickers. And I've always wanted to see David skip on video, so we get to watch this. Yeah. There we go. All right. So we are going to go through that twice. That should take roughly 15 minutes. If it takes you a little less, that's fine. If it takes you a little more, that's fine. I want you guys really warmed up before we go into these 400s. So again, we have from 15 to 18 to kind of set up, mentally prep. And then we're going into our workout, and it should take roughly 22 minutes. That's estimated about a 2-minute 400 with a 2-minute break. So it's 6 400-meter sprints or runs, 2-minute rest in between each one. So let's talk about that a little bit. So for our 400 meters, you guys know that's 1 time around the track. If you don't have a track, you're not at a track, you can estimate, you can probably use your phone, GPS it, or maybe even drive around the block to a 1/4 mile. So the way I want you to approach these 400s is I want you to make them repeatable. So they should all take about the same amount of time. If the first one takes you 1 minute and 35, your goal is to have every single one after that take about 1 minute 35. So sets 1 and 2 are going to be a little easier. 3 and 4 is going to start to get tough, and then sets number 5 and 6, you're going to really have to work hard to maintain that pace you set out in the beginning. All right, what we don't want to see is a 1 minute 35 first set and a 2-minute or 2-minute and 10-second last set, because that means you did not pace it very well. Another thing I want to talk about is your running technique. So when we're running, and you can work on this in your jog, in the warm-up if you haven't done so already. But what I want you to focus on is your foot strike. You should be striking in the front of your foot and midfoot with very little or no weight hitting in your heel. You want to make sure that as you're striding, you want your knees to go straight forward, not out to the sides. And then with your arms, you also want to make sure that your arms are going straight forward and you're not swinging side to side. That just shifts the momentum around. Another thing, your hands. Don't make a fist. You don't want to stay tight with your hands. You want to keep everything as relaxed as you can, about a 90-degree angle with your elbows. And yeah, have fun with this, guys. It should be a challenging one. It's not something that we do very often, just 400-meter repeats. But yeah, have fun. And when you're done, it's going to be really important to stretch out, especially your hamstrings, because sprinting 400 is going to take a big toll on the hamstring. So take the time to stretch and cool down. All right, have fun, guys.